Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Lunch with Andy. Today I had garlic naan from the Indian restaurant, so you better stand back. It's kind of stinky. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. I want to talk about a couple things today. I'll talk about the recent announcement from First headquarters about not having championships this summer. I want to talk about what teams are doing at their at-home challenges. And I want to talk about the prospect of off-season events for FRC and maybe even FTC. I think like everybody, I was sad when I heard that First canceled the championships. That's an event we all look forward to. I mean, it's a great time to see friends, to see robots, to see neat, innovative things, and to have a lot of fun. So yeah, it was disappointing that was announced, but I also get it. I get the fact that we're still under a pandemic. We're getting vaccines. We don't all have them yet. And everybody in their own region is handling the pandemic a little bit differently. West Coast, East Coast is different than us in the Midwest. The championships is really a celebration of the whole community, not just who can play with their robots and who can meet at their schools. So yeah, it kind of stinks, but at the same time, I can see where that decision came from. I also appreciate the fact that First is open for ideas and advancements with regard to off-season events. Especially happy that Texas is able to announce their off-season event at the Alamo Dome. I see some really cool things that they're doing that are safe. They're limiting the number of teams. They're having it in a great big space in the dome. And they're limiting the number of students and mentors per team. Those are smart things they're going to do to help have their event. And I hope there's other people thinking out there to make sure any off-season event that they conduct is done in a safe manner. We at AndyMark are looking forward to being able to help folks in the community conduct safe events for off-season. If First Champs were to happen, then those off-season events that potentially could take place in June, July, August would not have taken place. This potentially could let more teams actually play with the robots at safe in-person events, as long as protocol is made, as long as there's not a whole bunch of teams and a whole bunch of people. So this could be the silver lining to the cloud of not having champs, is you have more plays at off-season events that are safe and well supported. So maybe this is good news. I do want to say a few things that impress me in what I've seen with regard to the at-home events. So the things that are cool about the at-home events that I've seen so far, as far as the robot play and game design challenge and innovation challenge, I've actually heard more about the game design challenge and the at-home challenges with the robot than I have about the innovation challenge. So I'm looking forward to seeing more results from the Innovation Challenge entries as they become public from the teams. But the thing about the Game Design Challenge is there's some pretty wild games out there, from pumpkin chucking games to pirate games and different things that teams are doing. It's pretty crazy. So First has asked for tons of input on future games, and I am really excited to see how First, over the next 10 years, uses these games ideas to actually make games that FRC is going to play. That's going to be really neat to see what happens. Good luck to not only the teams who are entering the game design challenges, but also the judges who have a really big challenge on their hands, doing something for the first time within our community to provide fair judging to the game design entries. So I wish you both the best. Another thing that's kind of cool that's happening with regard to the in-home autonomous driving challenges and such is there's some interesting gamesmanship going on with scrutinizing some of the rules, like what's the optimal size of a marker for the driving challenges, and the bigger the marker, the easier the student is going to hit the markers. 2D versus 3D goals that you're shooting into, which one gives you a better chance to get the ball back into the robot? We're starting to see some videos out there from teams that are performing pretty well with some of these challenges, being an autonomous challenge or a driving challenge or a shooting challenge. So keep posting your videos. If you have one that's really cool and you want us to share it on our social media, let us know. Let us know how you're doing. I think we want to bring more attention to some of the more unique entries out there. So I want to encourage you guys to post more of your videos so the community can see how you're doing in those areas. Also, there's some pretty neat challenges, and there are some challenges with regard to getting the students ready for the interviews with the judges. A lot of the students that are going to be on these interviews might not have built that robot. They might be new students on the team. They might not have been the person that designed or built certain parts of the robot, because we've had these robots now for 2 years. So teaching the students, having the older students or the mentors teach the students about how this robot operates is kind of a neat function that we haven't really had to do over the past couple of years. So students are learning in different ways and being inspired in different ways. So those things are neat. We're doing some things for the first time, and that's challenging but also exciting to see. We're pretty darn sure 2022 competition season is going to be in person. Right? I'm a betting man. I think we would probably be able to see each other out at events in 2022. That's going to be a pretty cool celebration, to be able to see friends we haven't seen for a few years. We always look forward to seeing each other once a year or twice a year as it is, let alone once every 2 or 3 years. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what's going to happen during that season. And also, we at AndyMark, we've been talking about this a lot. Students and a lot of mentors who are going to be on teams for the 2022 season will be rookies and will act like rookies. Many of the people on teams, even veteran teams, even the grizzled veteran teams, will be rookie students or rookie mentors, because it's been so long since we've been through a new game challenge and a new build season. So 2022 will be a really good challenge to see where the community is with regard to how we advance our technology and knowledge throughout the years. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for listening to me talk about things during this really strange 2021 build season and competition season. I appreciate the folks here at AndyMark supporting this effort as we've gone forward, and I appreciate you guys tuning in to watch. We will surely have more Lunch with Andys in the future, but it's going to be a while. Let's get through all this stuff we're doing now, and we'll see you in the coming year.